welcome to our show this evening. Our guests are Minnie Pearl and Peter Lawford tonight, so I think you're going to have a lot of fun. Could we turn up the lights so we can talk to the folks? You have any questions? Yes.
I think the highlights of your shows has been when you sang a solo, and I'd like to know why you don't do at least one on all your shows.
Oh, you wanted to, you'd say the highlights of the show, or when I do a solo, and you want to know why I don't do one every week? Oh, well, I'm kind of chicken to sing by myself. I enjoy singing with other people on the show, but thanks very much for asking, Cousin Louie.
Is it true that when you went to UCLA that you were voted with community chest?
Is it true that when I went to UCLA, I was voted Miss Community Chess? Yes.
My brother would like to know if those are your own teeth.
Your brother would like to know if these are my own teeth? Where's your brother? He's working? Oh, well, tell him they are, because if they weren't, I sure wouldn't have picked out these.
Next year,
Yes, we'll be back next year, knock on wood. Yes, we will. And all our regulars will be with us, too. Anything else? Yes?
I heard that you were 34 or 40 years old. Which one are you?
What?
I heard that you were 34 or 40 years old.
You heard that I was 34 or 40 years old? Which am I? Which do you think? 40? That's here. I'd like to bring out one of our guests this evening to say hello to you, Mr. Peter Lawford. Questions you might like to ask Pete? Anything at all? Yes, gentlemen.
Where'd you get those shoes?
Where'd you get the shoes?
My bird shoes. I got them in England.
Any other thing? Yes.
Oh, David Jansen personally.
Do you know David Jansen?
Yes, I do.
Personally.
Very. Extremely nice. Next. And where did he get his shoes?
Any other questions you might have? Yes, the lady there.
Mr. Lawford, you've lost so much weight. Was that on purpose?
The lady wants to know how you lost your weight. Was it on purpose or what?
Yeah, I heard.
No,
Oh, I beg your pardon. I was getting a little heavy, so I quit booze. I used to spill more than Dean Martin drinks.
Anything else you might have? Over there? Yes.
When did you meet Frank Sinatra?
When did you meet Frank Sinatra?
Too long ago. No, about
nice?
25 years ago.
Is he nice?
Yes, he's terrific.
Extremely nice.
Very nice. You want to get back to David Jansen?
Who's nicer, David Jansen or Frank Sinatra? What are they really like? You know, he's not only been a lot of fun this week, but he's had a strong influence on Harvey and Lyle. Did you know that?
No.
Well, you have. Your clothes, you know, the latest styles for men that Pete wears. Harvey and Lyle were so jealous, they ran out and they bought some brand new outfits.
You're kidding.
You want to see?
I'd love to see.
All right, I'm glad you said that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first annual Carol Burnett Fashion Show. Lyle, are you back there? Humming green on some, green boots, striped green trousers, and a velvet blouse with white lace. Underneath the blouse, he's wearing a Playtex Living t-shirt. They say blondes have more fun, right? This is a his and her outfit, and as you can see, he's wearing both of them. Now, you notice the accessory he's carrying. It's very practical. Because if any wise guy whistles, you hit him with the purse. Next, we have Harvey Korman. Harvey? wearing one of the latest creations for men. It's called a jalaba. Yes, this is called a jalaba, which is Hindu for Chickie the Cops. Actually, these are nothing. Wait till you see the maternity clothes. Harvey, model the outfit for it. See the little bell there? See, that's to show he's a ding-a-ling. You know, seeing these outfits, you can understand why more and more girls are getting a handshake instead of a kiss. Notice that both gentlemen are wearing beads, and the beads go with anything, and so do they. We want you to know we're inspired by the Broadway hit The Odd Couple. They're not only chic, but they're guaranteed to keep you out of the Army. Now, there they are. What do you think of computer dating? Don't go away. We'll be right back.
You know, among... Thanks. Among the many things Carol and her sister Chris had in common was a mutual love for the horror movie on The Late Late Show. Ordinarily, I'm there to calm them down, but once I was away on a business trip and, well, take a look.
So, with the conclusion of another horror theater presentation, we sign off until tomorrow. Good night.
You know, that's the fourth time we've seen that terrible movie.
Remember the first time?
Well, say, we were really scared.
Ah!
I'm sorry, Sissy. I just don't sneak up on me like that. It's just that I wish Roger wasn't away on a business trip, especially on a night like this.
So do I.
Well, let's turn on the lights and go to bed. What was that?
It was a potato chip.
Sounded like a footstep. There he goes again. Oh.
Carol, let's stay up till it gets light.
Oh, Chrissy, that's ridiculous. We're not children. Now, I'm going to go into the kitchen for a moment, and then we'll go right to bed, okay?
Okay.
I don't want to hear any more talk about being scared, okay?
Okay, Carol.
Okay. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now, walk me into the kitchen.
Kidding, it's dark in there.
Okay. Okay. I'll go in by myself. I'll walk. See? Carol walk to the door. See the door? See Carol walk in?
What's that for?
Just in case.
Just in case what?
Just in case we want breakfast in bed. It's a weapon, dum-dum. Oh. Chris, did the lights just dim then?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I was hoping maybe it was my eyesight. Carol, they may all go out any minute. Yes, let's keep practical and cool. Do we have a flashlight? No, but I know where there's some candles. Oh, good. Where? In the cellar. Forget it. At least we know where they are. Carol, let's call the police. Oh, don't be silly. What do we tell them? Tell them the truth. We're scared. No, that won't work. I'll tell them we're lonesome. Oh, Chris, the phone is dead. Sure. Oh, yes, yes, I'm sure. There's no dial tone. Listen to the no dial tone. Hear the no dial tone. There's no dial tone!
What's that bumpity bump sound?
That's my heart. Let's not panic. The storm just knocked out the phone service. That's all.
Carol, you don't think maybe somebody ripped out the phone wires, do you?
I wish you hadn't said that. Come on. I wish Roger was here. Yeah, well, I tell you what, Sissy, why don't you sleep with me tonight if you're scared?
No, I'll sleep
You'll sleep with me.
Go right in, Mr. Stanley.
Are you sure it's all right, Bradford?
Yeah, it's all right, Mr. Stanley, but I wish you'd hold your voice down. Carol's not expecting me back till tomorrow. I don't want to wake her.
It's awful nice of you to let me sleep over, Bradford.
It's all right. I wouldn't want you to drive home at this time of night.
Don't be ashamed to say it, Bradford. You drink, I've had too much to think.
Come over here, will you? Stanley, sit down. I'll make you some coffee.
You're a great pal, Bradford. And you know, a man needs a great pal. Because that's what great pals are for, you know?
Very well said, sir.
I thought so.
What's the matter?
Where's my toothbrush, Bradford?
Probably in your suitcase in the car.
I'll get it.
I'll make you some coffee.
That's sweet, Bradford. I love that boy.
Did you hear it?
No.
So did I. You wait here, I'll go check.
Alone?
Of course not. Come on. The door's open.
He's in the kitchen.
Let's get out of here. There's another one coming back with a burglar kit.
Let me in! Carol, it's me!
Get in here!
Stanley, what was that bong?
Did you hear that, too? Sounded very close by. Bong. Boy, my head.
Maybe you have a hangover.
Don't be ridiculous, Bradford. You don't get hangovers in the middle of a drunk.
Well, you sit right here. I'll go get you some aspirin.
Are
they gone? I don't see them. They're upstairs. They're here!
Okay, Mr. Stanley. Here's your aspirin.
Bradford, Is my head bleeding?
Yes, it is a little.
Well, how did that happen, do you suppose?
You probably fell.
Well, I'm gonna go on the wagon. That's the first time I've ever fell while I was lying down.
Here.
Fallen.
Yes. Where's your aspirin?
Where's the water?
In the kitchen.
Good.
Awesome. I'll go get a bandage for your head.
Ah, you're too good to me, Bradford.
Not at all.
No, really, you're too good to me.
Not at all.
Have it your way. Ah. That settles it. I'm going to take the pledge. Too late.
Mr. Stanley, now what happened?
Roger, is that you?
Carol, where are you?
I'm very happy to introduce our next guest to you tonight. I first met her when my good buddy Jim Neighbors brought her to see a show that we were doing in January. And then and there on the spot, I asked her if she would please come on our show, and here she is in a living doll, Miss Minnie Pearl.
To be here. Well, sir, I sure was happy that Carol let me come out here in California and be here with her and all her family and friends. And she's so wonderful, and I've just had such a nice time. Everybody's been so friendly. Several fellows looked at me and smiled. One of them laughed right out loud. No, really, it's just like a party, you know. All week long we've had so much fun. And speaking of party, I went to a party last night out here. Carol's sister and two of the dancers. 3 of them. They got me a date. Took 3 of them to do it, but they done it. He's cute. He's eligible. He was breathing. They've got to be alive or I won't go out with them. But he was thin as the thinnest fella I ever seen. If he hadn't had an Adam's apple, he wouldn't have had no shape at all. But everybody's trying to get thin. Miss Lizzie Tinkham, she's an old maid at Grinder Switch where I live at. And she is trying to look young. She's fell off and got so thin they have to starch her underwear to hold her up. She's got a hound dog, took her out in the backyard and buried her 3 times like she's a bump. Oh, and she's had her face lifted. She's the onlyest one at Grinder Switch ever had her face tinkered with. And she went up to one of them plastered surgeons up there at New York. He ruined her. Oh, she looks like a horse that's been rid hard and put away wet. They overdone it. They stretched her face so far, now every time she blinks her eye, she pulls the stockings up. Oh, it's a mess. I'm telling you the truth. But she's crazy about fellers. Ooh, she called up the fire department the other night. We got a fire department. I have, sure enough. The other day, Steve Jones's barn caught on fire, and ordinarily it burned out before noon, but the fire department kept it burning all day long. And you know, she called that fire department up. She said, "Quick! Send the fire department. There's a man trying to get in my upstairs window." And the fellow said, "Miss Lizzie, you don't need the fire department. You need the police department." She said, "I need the fire department. It needs a longer ladder." Ain't no flies on Miss Lizzie. But anyway, I had a little trouble with some of these fellers here. Now, you take that Harvey Conman. I'm telling you the truth. He kept a-looking at me that first day I got here. Just a-looking at me. Just drawed a bead on me and just looked. I said, "What's the matter with you? Didn't you kind of give me a funny look?" He said, "Lady, you've got a funny look, but I didn't give it to you." But then clothes have always been again me somehow. I went all the way down to Hawaii on one of them jet airplanes. Oh, Lord, I never put my weight down on them things. You get in one of them jet airplanes, and before you can say you haven't, you have. Woo! Scare me so bad I don't know whether to bake a cake or cut a watermelon. But no fooling now, I'm not kidding you. Now, I went down there to Hawaii, and them ladies down there, they wear these moo-moos. You know, these... Well, you know, they got a kind of a yoke and then hang right straight down. I put on one of them things and I look like a mama kangaroo with everybody home. You're so nice. But these girls last night at that party now, I'm telling you the truth, that I went to, you know. Ooh, I wish you'd have went with us and seen them girls and the dresses they almost had on. There was one girl, I don't know whether her dress was too little fur or she is in it too fur. It started up late. Like to not start up tall. I sat there scared to death she'd get the hiccups. Boy, I'm telling you, you know, the girls that grind a switch, we don't wear them strapless evening dresses because most of us too skinny around and about. Well, there is one old girl, she wears a strapless evening dress, but she wears a strapless evening dress backwards. Her shoulder blades holds it up. But there was a fella at the party I sort of wanted to impress with my culture. And I told him, I said, you know, Beethoven was a favorite of mine. He said, yeah, and I bet you were a favorite of his, too. He was a kind of a Kentucky colonel type fella, kept bowing and kissing my hand and bowing and kissing my... I guess it was my charm and my good looks. Of course, soaking my hand in bourbon didn't hurt none either. But Uncle Nabob, speaking of bourbon, Uncle Nabob, I wish I'd have brung him, bless his old soul. He does have one thing he does, though. He likes to take a little nip every once in a while, kind of steady his nerves. He gets pretty steady. Sometimes he don't move at all. Aunt Ambrosia decided the other night she'd learn him a lesson. So she knowed he's going to be out late, and she got her one of them Halloween false faces, you know, like the young'uns have. She didn't need it. All our family favors. She put that on, put a sheet all up over, and hid out there by the bushes where she knowed he's coming by. Sure enough, long about midnight, he come weaving in there and come up by that bush, and she jumped out and said, "Boo! I'm the devil." Uncle Nabob said, "Well, shake hands with your kinfolks. I married your sister." But I don't know. I've got a brother I wished I'd have brung. You'd like him. When my brother tells you howdy, he's told you all he knows. He come down the road the other day dragging a log chain on his shoulder. Somebody said, "Hey, boy, what you doing dragging that chain?" Brother said, "You ever try pushing one of these things?" He come down by the blacksmith shop the other morning, and the old blacksmith just finished working on a horseshoe. And you know, you have to get them awful hot to work on them. The old blacksmith laid the horseshoe over to one side, and brother come in there meddling around, minding everybody's business but his own. He picked up that horseshoe. Of course, he dropped it right away. The old blacksmith said, "Burned you, didn't it?" Brother said, "No, it just don't take me long to look at a horseshoe." I'd like to sing now. If them handsome fellows and Mr. Harry Zimmerman will give me a chart, I'd like to rip off here with a few. That's it. You can have my cup, you can have my tea, but just you let my fella be. I'm jealous, jealous-hearted me. I'm just as jealous as I can be. Now I've got a man and a bulldog too. My man don't bite, but my bulldog do. I'm jealous, jealous-hearted me. I'm just as jealous as I can be.
Are you plumb out of your mind, Bessie? We come over here together.
I know it, but I was just glad to see a friendly face.
Yeah, Paris sure is a beautiful city, ain't it?
Yeah, it's too bad it's wasted on the French.
Well, how about setting for a spell?
Well, let's try this restaurant. It don't look too expensive.
I don't think it could be. It ain't even got a roof.
Oh. Well, it's good to sit down.
Sure is. Did you get to that museum?
I sure did.
Yeah, how was the Mona Lisa?
Oh, she seemed fine. At least she's smiling.
Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
that Frenchie at the next table. Ooh, la. Ooh. What if he comes over and buys me a drink and whispers in my ear and tries to seduce me?
Oh, I mind my own business.
And I do the same for you.
Oui, madame.
Oh. Donnez-moi un phosphate.
Oui.
Oh, merci beaucoup. Beaucoup.
Gee, I wish I had a way with the language like you do.
Oh, it's really nothing.
Gherkin, I think I'd like something French to drink.
Oh, well, how about a glass of absinthe? It is very good for you and makes you very amorous.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
I'll take two. One for me and one for the Frenchie back there. Well, where'd you go with that tourist guide last night?
Well, he took me to one of them nightclubs that's got a cellar. Oh, yeah, and there was supposed to be some Apache dancers there.
Well, what happened?
Well, there was this man and woman and his wife, I reckon, and they got in the awfulest fight you ever seen, right there on the dance floor.
No kidding.
And the Indians never did show up. What did you do?
Oh, I just took a little walk.
You didn't buy none of them French postcards, did you?
Tacky thing, I don't even watch the Smothers Brothers. But I did see the Arch of Triumph.
What's that?
What's that thing the French built for the German army to march through?
Oh.
I sure hope this stuff makes Frenchie back there real amorous.
Oh.
Tippy Canoe and Tyler, too.
Whee! It's not.
That darn fool girl never will know what I done for her.
Well, what do you want to do? Ooh, that's strong, isn't it?
Better than what I make back home.
What do you want to do this afternoon?
No, I don't know what's left.
Have we been to the flea market?
I think that's our hotel.
Oh, here's an interesting place. We could go to the Maison where Charles de Gaulle was born.
Oh, yeah? What does Maison mean?
Manger.
You think it's him?
I don't know it. Oh, it sure looks like him.
Why don't we ask?
You do it.
Pardonnez-moi, sir, but we're Americans.
I hate you.
It's him.
Pardon me, madame, but I could not help noticing your brilliant smile.
Oh, really? Oh, General, thank you.
I was wondering, would you consider selling them?
Selling what?
The 2 gold teeth in the back.
Oh, of course not. Oh.
General, I'd like to talk to you about your foreign policy.
I'm sorry I do not have time. At 2 o'clock, there is a spontaneous anti-American demonstration. I've been asked to throw out the first rock.
Golly, it sure is exciting to meet one of the most important people of all time.
Yes, most of us are gone now. Caesar, Napoleon, Matthew, Mark, Luke.
Well, Charlie, while we're at it, do you think maybe we could walk you over to the American Embassy?
Why not? It is just across the river. You will have to take the bridge. I will walk on the water.
That darn fool never will learn.
One of the most honored movies of the year is a film called Bonnie and Clyde. Its hero and heroine proved that even during a severe depression, 2 enterprising kids could make a living. Here is our version of award-winning Bonnie and Clyde.
Hey, Buck,
What is it, Blanche?
I've got to go to the ladies' room.
You'll have to wait till we hold up a gas station.
All right, let's go over the plan for the job.
At 2:10, I park the car.
At 2:15, Clyde and I enter the bank.
At 2:20, I shoot the guard.
At 2:30, I pull up in the car.
No, you pull up at 2:25.
2:30. I have to go to the ladies' room first.
Can't we get rid of her?
She's my brother's wife. She goes with us as long as she lives.
Suppose I kill her.
Now you're talking.
I'm tired of running. Turn yourself in, Buck.
I'd go to jail for life.
I'll wait for you.
She's got something to say every time we pull a hold up, shoot up a town, or kill a few cops. She just takes all the fun out of it.
Don't let it upset you, beautiful.
Why don't you ever call me beautiful?
I may be a killer and a thief, but I'm not a liar.
Bonnie, do you think someday we'll have children?
I don't want children.
Why not?
The car is crowded now.
I'd like about 10 little girls, all blonde like you.
I'd hate to have their peroxide bill.
Clyde, why don't you ever kiss me?
'Cause we're not married.
Yeah, but for 2 years we've been killing together, stealing together, and you haven't even kissed me once.
I just want to do what's right.
Do you think Bonnie is prettier than I am?
I think I'm prettier than you.
What do you say we get back in the car?
I'm thirsty.
Me too.
I could drink a quart of beer.
I really have to go to the ladies' room.
You know, someday we're going to be famous. There'll be people talking about us and wearing clothes like us, and I bet they'll even make a movie about us.
Yeah, what'll they call it?
Wait until dark.
I can't wait that long.
I was born in New York City.
I was born in Georgia.
Girl, you're looking kind of pretty.
Don't you think we ought to
Get to know each other better. Take the time to find out why we can.
Gotta be some soul between the country girl and city man.
We could find this groovy just across the line.
City boy had your eggs and bacon. You was raised on cornbread.
The rooster crowed when I was awakened.
About the time I was going to bed. Bet we got a lot in common. Take the time to find out why we can.
Gotta be some soul between the country girl and the city man.
We could find this groovy just across the line. We could find this groovy just across the line.
He was born in New York City. She was born in Georgia.
Minnie Pearl, you're looking kind of pretty.
Don't you think we ought to
get to know each other better? Take the time to find out why we can.
Something's going on between this country girl and city man.
We could find this groovy just across the line.
Swinging man from New York City. Bashful girl from Georgia.
We could find this groovy just across the line.
Fast, you boss. Speak to you, detective!
Bentley! Herr Bentley!
Ah, Schultz.
Yeah.
Just the man I wanted to see.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Well, he looks like part of an ordinary rubber tree.
No, it's not ordinary. I found a new location down the river. Best rubber trees I've ever seen. Look at this.
That's rubber!
Oh, yes, Schultz. We're going to branch out. I just bought a factory, and I plan to crossbreed rubber with silkworms.
What are you going to make?
Support stockings.
Good thinking, Herr Bentley. Good thinking, yes.
What did you want to see me about?
Yes, there's a Miss Doolittle outside to see you.
Oh, yes, I was expecting her. I was going to come in.
Jawohl.
Hello. Are you Clive Bentley?
Oh, yes.
Yes, well, I'm Daphne Doolittle, your mail-order bride.
Oh, please come in.
Oh, well, actually, there's 7 cents postage due. You see, I put on a few pounds on the way over.
In all the wrong places, I see.
Well, here I am.
Yes. So I see. Yes, strong of limb, clear of eye, and big of mouth.
Well, what do you think?
That's the last time I'll order a wife from Chicken Delight. One night, if you're going to stay, you might as well meet the servants.
Oh, lovely.
Now, this is the houseboy. This is the cook. And this is the maid.
How do you do? How do you do? You're fired.
Anna, can I show you to your room?
Oh, no. Couldn't we talk first?
About what?
About us.
Us?
Yes, us just met, and we're going to be married.
Oh, no, we're not.
We're not?
No, I thought someone could replace my first wife, Charlene, but it can't. It can't happen. I can never hold another woman close to me like this, or caress her like this, or clutch her to my chest like this.
Do go on.
No, I can't do it. I can't hold you in my arms and rain passionate kisses on your lips.
Well, then how about a handshake and an occasional hickey?
No one can erase the memory of Charlene. She was so beautiful. Just look at her. Do you think you could fill her shoes?
It's not her shoes I'm worried about. Tell me, how did she die?
She drowned.
She sank?
No one could replace her.
I could try.
No, not Charlene. When I came home at night, she'd take off my boots.
Oh.
And then she'd get my slippers.
Yes. Then what would she do?
Then she'd get my pipe.
Pipe?
And she'd light it for me.
She would.
Then the chill of the night would creep into the house, and she'd throw a log on the fire.
Log on the fire, Lord.
She'd find a book and read to me.
She would. Diddly dumpty. The cat ran up the plum tree. Half a crown to fetch her down. Diddly dumpty.
She'd feel me shivering from the cold, and she'd throw another log on the fire.
You're putting me on.
much I used to love to watch her dance.
Oh, no.
Oh, she was lovely. But the night grew colder.
I know. She'd get another along.
We'd always want to shut ourselves in from the outside world. So she'd close the shutters. Then she'd come and sit at my feet.
Tell me more about Charlene. Did she die or run out of platformate?
No, I'm afraid it's no use.
Are we going someplace else now?
I can never forget Charlene. You must leave at once.
All right.
Ah! Oh! Eh!
Oh, what is it?
It's the jungle fever again. The natives call it the Gunga Boo-Boo.
Gunga Boo-Boo?
Yes, it has a strange effect on me. I love you.
I mean, but what about Charlene?
Charlene who?
Your wife, the one with the big shoes.
I love her. I mean, the ones you couldn't fill.
Yeah.
I love only you. When I have the Gunga Boo-Boo, I love the one I'm near.
Oh, do you really?
Yes, I adore you. I'm your slave.
Oh, well, in that case, throw another log on the fire. Close the shutters. Yes. You must have played 100 parts in pictures, from clean-cut college kid to dirty rat. I loved you in the mall, but the one thing I recall... I saw him running. I ran because he wasn't there with the cards, and he finally got out. That's terrific. Oh, that's funny. Let's try it again. Must have played 100 parts in pictures. From clean-cut college kid to dirty rat. I loved you in the mall. But the one thing I recall is that in every part you played, you wore a hat.
You noticed that?
Oh, yes. It was hard not to. The studio sent over a bunch of photos of some of the movies Peter made. As we were looking through them, we noticed all the different hats he always wore, and I don't understand it. You have a beautiful head of hair.
Well, actually, this is not true. This is not hair. This is a furry hat.
Hey, what the heck? Well, could we see? Could we see some of the stills? Oh, which one are you?
Well,
that's from my brother.
That's before I started wearing the beads.
I see.
That's not from a movie.
Yes, it is. Are you sure?
No, I don't.
No, yes, that's from a
Easter
movie.
Parade.
That's Easter Parade. The first one was My Brother Who Talks to Horses.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
I have an uncle like that. Yeah. Oh, that's a war movie. What was that?
White Cliffs of Dover.
White Cliffs of Dover. Irene Dunn played your mother, didn't she? Oh, there's My Brother Who Talks to Horses again. Butch Jenkins.
Yeah.
You made that movie 3 times, huh?
Looks like it.
Yeah. Beverly Tyler. Oh, I love that.
That's not from a movie.
It's not? Are you sure?
No, you noticed that I'm singing?
Yeah. Well, you made a lot of musicals.
Yeah, but see, I didn't sing or dance that much in them. I wore hats instead.
Oh.
You see, I did a musical. I had the choice of either doing a song and dance or wearing a funny hat. My agent always says, wear the funny hat.
Who's your agent?
Fred Astaire.
Oh. It's a shame, because you missed out on some great songs.
Yeah, but he missed out on some great hats. We're a couple of swells. We stop at the best hotels, but we prefer the country, far away from the city smells. We're a couple of sports, the pride of the tennis courts. In June, July, and August, we look cute when we're dressed in shorts.
The Vanderbilts are waiting at the club.
But how are we to get there? That's the rub.
We would drive up the avenue, but we haven't got the price.
We would skate up the avenue, but there isn't any ice. We would ride on a trolley car, but we haven't got the fare.
So we'll walk up the avenue.
Yes, we'll walk up the avenue.
Yes, we'll
walk up the avenue till we're there.
We're a couple of braves, but only one of us shaves.
A peace pipe comes in handy
When an Indian misbehaves. If your temper's getting the top hat, all you gotta do is just
stop and pass that peace pipe, bury that hatchet. When you've quarreled, it's grand to patch it. Pass that peace pipe, bury that hatchet, like the Choctaws, Chickasaws, Chattanooga, Chippewas, and those Chichimex, Cherokees, Chapultepec, and those Chichimees, Chapatis, Chichipees, Chochos, Changos, Chattanooga, Chippewas do. At MGM, we all got one big chance to wear a pork pie hat and do a dance. Here is the drag, see how it goes. Down on the heel, up on the toes. That's the way to do the varsity drag. Yes, there's much applause for us. And bring back that old release. We locked it to the varsity drag.
We're a couple of dicks. We love living in the sticks.
And we have found that fiddle-and-tron's a great way to get some kicks. Fiddle up on your violin, lay right on it, rich chin upon it. Doggone, you better begin and play an overture upon your violin. Hurry up with your violin, make it sooner, don't stop to tune up. Fit, fiddle a fiddle on your right-time violin. Launch from the bow, and away we go. Play some snazzy music, make some jazzy music. We would sail up the avenue, but we haven't got a yacht. We would drive up the avenue, but the horse we had was shot. We would ride on a bicycle, but our bike just had a flat. So we'll walk up the avenue, yes, we'll walk up the avenue, yes, we'll walk up the avenue. Yes, we'll walk up the avenue in a
I'm so glad we had this time together, just to have a laugh or sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long.
Stanley was played by William Shallert.